Jace.
And it's happy birthday. 5 years.
Yeah, it don't
That's
feel
not
like
bad.
it. Yeah, it
No,
don't feel like 5 years.
It does not feel like 5 years.
No.
So, Friday the 13th. I don't think it was Friday the 13th when we started.
No.
But the 13th of June, we put out our first battle report, and that was the Africa Corps versus the Desert Rats. And I had hair back then.
That was our first one.
That was the first one, mate.
The first one was a bolt action game.
Yeah. And I had a right mop of hair. Honestly, go and find it. It's horrendous.
That wasn't great either.
Yeah, no, I wasn't as well. But yeah, so that's it. So 5 years later, about 3,800 subscribers. Quite a lot's going on. We'll talk about that in a minute. But we've got we want to thank people.
Yeah.
For their support. So Jason's got some. We worked it out. Jason does a lot of behind the scenes things, like doing all the training. And I've said this once. I've said it 1,000 times. If it wasn't for Jason's terrain, we wouldn't be able to hold Bunker Assault. And I've said that to your face, and I've said that live, and I'm saying it again. So you are literally the engine that drives this. Muggins here is sort of like the front man doing all the social media stuff. So when Jason says is what?
What I hate.
Which you hate, yeah. So I have to do it. So Jason's got some thanks to do, but it's more for the channels he likes to watch and inspire him to do stuff. I got thanks because it's people I interact with more than you do. So my list is a little bit longer than Jason's, so I'll let him go first.
Well,
we've written it down.
Yeah. Well, the first one is Victoria War Games, because when we were looking for doing something different than the 40k and bolt action, we were thinking about, well, we've done futuristic, we wanted a fantasy one, and there was quite a few things out there we didn't. So when we started looking, I mean, I came across those ones, and they were playing Kings of War.
These are the Canadian guys.
The Canadian guy, yeah, and the way they play it and the way they were interacting with each other, really nice and friendly, playing the game, and it looked interesting. It looks that, and then they did I think they did one like best things about Kings of War, and we had just started playing 1 or 2 games by then, and what they said, I went, yeah, I completely agree with what they were saying, how enjoyable it is, how easy it was to play, and everything about the whole game was there. So they're the kind of reasons I end up looking at Kings of War and going, oh, what about this one? When we were both looking for different ones, weren't we? It was like we almost went down we almost went down to Warhammer Fantasy 4th edition.
We were going to go down that route.
Yeah, but then we saw these guys, and we both started watching some videos, and we found some other guys playing it. We went, oh, this looks quite good. So yeah, I mean, they were. I just still like watching their games. They're nice guys to watch play. But yeah, that's why I like to watch. That's why I like to say thanks for them.
I will say on the Kings of War front, he doesn't do it as much now because he goes old world. But I used to actually enjoy watching. I know he had the same army all the time, sort of thing. Andy 2D6.
Yeah.
Because he was very, very tactical with his. Well, if he does this, that's great because I can do that. And I thought, oh, that's not a bad idea. So yeah, I enjoyed watching him. Oddly enough, the first guy I started watching properly because it had how to play was Death by Dragons.
Yeah.
He did a few games with his missus, didn't he?
During
lockdown.
Yeah, they were quite good because when we were starting to learn it, it was like, oh, are we doing this right? And you could watch that and go, oh, okay, that's right, yeah. But that's why I like the Victoria War Games. When they were doing stuff, they were, oh yeah, if you did that, and they were quite. They were trying to win, but they were a very friendly game of way of playing. You know what I mean? It wasn't like, oh yeah. It was like, oh yeah, I see what you're doing there. Oh okay, yeah, they're there. So yeah, that's I like to play them because they're thought so. Finding their games online and watching Kings of War, I went, I'll have a go at this game.
So I just jotted down another name.
But yeah, that was there. So yeah, so that's one. That's probably how I got into playing Kings of War by watching them.
Cool.
For that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Alright, some more then.
My one is mini war gaming. I just liked watching them. They had quite a few different bits and pieces on there. They're doing like 4th edition 40k.
Yeah, I haven't watched them yet.
But yeah, they're quite good. I mean, they're using 4th edition, they're using different codecs as well from 3rd and 4th. It's just like watching them. Keeps you a bit interested.
What, you mean they're using 4th edition codexes and 3rd edition games?
No, 4th edition
Sorry, 4th edition codexes and 3rd edition...
No, 4th edition rules,
Yeah.
3rd edition codexes.
Ah, we're going to do the other way, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're going to do 4th edition codexes and 3rd edition.
Yeah, see how far we could go with a codex so where it still makes sense. But yeah, they're quite good. They do quite a very different kinds of games.
Right, okay.
So
cool.
I quite like that. It gives you that bit of interest to see, like, oh, so I haven't played that for a while. So yeah, have a look at that. Like when you watched the guys doing Space Hulk.
Yes.
And then he's like, oh, we got to do that again. And of course we've done a game. He's like, oh, this is really fun. So
yeah, I'm going to mention them in a minute.
Yeah. The other one for me was Caffeinated Warlords, because he does a lot of Kings of War, and he just comes across really nicely.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a nice, pleasant, easy to listen and watch at the same time. I can do painting and listen to him, and he goes, oh yeah, we did this. And it just comes across really nice, isn't it?
But I found he'd done a very, like Andy 2D6 would do pictures and this goes here, this goes there, and then all of a sudden he'd sort of done a similar one to what we done. And that was really good to listen to.
Yeah, so I quite enjoy watching those. It makes time go a bit quick when you're painting as well. Or something to listen to while you're painting. That's for those. The one is more. I think you watch modelling for Advantage more.
I have done. I have done. I sadly haven't for a while, but they done a lot of second ed bolt action stuff. They've done some crazy games, literally really narrative driven crazy games, and they've done like Ancients. Is it Spa or something?
Yeah, he does a lot of deep unboxes as well.
Yeah, unboxes.
Really
yeah.
nice.
So I sadly haven't watched a bit of modelling for a while. I've just been too busy doing other stuff. But yeah, I do try and catch up with them. But yeah, they have done a lot of unboxing lately. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed their funny games. They were funny.
Yeah.
Johnny B and all that sort of stuff.
The other one I've watched and listened to is On the Tabletop. And that's the Irish guys.
Who do they do battle reports?
They do. They do a lot of demo games. So if someone's got a new game come out, they'll do how to play with the person who comes in, shows them how to play it and that. But they do like a talk show every Friday, and they go through all the stuff that's coming out. You know, Kickstarters, new stuff. They put a lot of small companies as well. Bring up just so you find out about all these other little bits and pieces that you wouldn't look at unless you was really, really serious, or you go to every convention under the world. Where being down this end of the country, we just can't. You've got to travel freaking.
Yeah.
Where,
I mean, Birmingham's a big one, isn't it?
Expo
in London, Expo.
Yeah. But they do a lot like that, and they're really funny actually. So, especially when one or two of them go on there, you think, oh my god, it gets completely sidetracked. They're quite good.
Aren't they the one that's done the 3 battles Lincoln for the Kings of War and Look with the Sea?
No, that was.
I'm getting confused.
That was American guys. I think I can't remember what they called it.
Yeah, right. Okay, I'm getting confused.
But yeah, these are the Irish guys. I think they're either they got one.
So they more podcasts then.
They do a talk show every Friday.
Right. Okay.
They've got another one on a weekend is what I don't watch too, but they do a lot of unboxings, or if something like comes out, they'll do, this is what comes out, and you will get the, especially like Warlord, because one guy loves Kings of War, so he'll get the,
okay.
He'll unbox and he'll make it up, and he'll tell you the truth. He goes, I had to take a lot of this off, or I had to take that. He's not like, they've sent it to me, I better be nice. He literally says what it's like.
And that's what we would be like if you sent stuff to us.
Yeah, but they get a lot of games that are literally just coming out. And they'll do a demo. Yeah, they do a demo game. So people come around and do a demo game of it, and they've done some big, massive tables as well, where they every now and then.
Oh, I think I know what you mean now. It's the studio they film in. Sort of the camera's pointing out, and they got black walls with all the miniatures on it. And
I think so. Yeah. But yeah, they're quite good. I like watching them. Yeah.
Right.
I think your massive list.
You might as well have a brew, and I'm going to start with. I haven't put them in particular order, but I have put someone at the top that I want to mention first. And then I said this stage, you got films where you got so-and-so actor, and then they mention the actor, and that actor's really important. Like, and Alec Guinness and Anthony Hopkins. So I've got an and person as well. So even though they're going to be roughly at the end, they are important. So the first one has to be Josh from Crown of Command, the man in Japan himself. He's been a friend of the channel from the get-go. And he's really annoyed that we peaked him with 40k second ed by about a month.
With his bad language.
Yeah. So I've got to say a massive thanks to Josh for being a big supporter of the channel. Go and check him out, Crown of Command, if you haven't already. He does loads of boat action, he does epic stuff, he does some painting, so he's got the heavy metal painting. He also does a podcast, so go and check that out. I think he's hit 500 episodes or something. No, was it 500? No, 100 episodes. He hit a massive target recently. Well, he's been going for 5 years, I think it was. And he also does a little side channel. So if you've got a historical vibe, he does Sword and Sake, where he does the Baron's War, and he does Test of Honor as well. He does some painting on those models. So give him a hiya. Not hiya, sort of thing. Sorry. The next one who's come back, he did go private for a little bit, and I want him to come back and start doing some content as well, as Rob from 2nd Edition Wargaming. Go and check him out. He does some lovely really narrative-driven battle reports with his mate, and he's got so many old 2nd Ed models, like stuff that you would pay a fortune on eBay now. He's like Grey Knights, squats on bikes and Land Raiders. He's got all the 2nd Ed stuff because he collected all of his mates who give up playing and all sorts. And he does some fantastic games. So Rob, get back into doing stuff on your channel. And then oddly enough, somebody who started off me watching them thinking, oh, the bloody hell do you paint that? Sprayed an Orc Dreadnought black.
Yeah.
Ended up being yellow. And it was a bright yellow as well. And I thought, oh, the bloody hell did you do that? And I watched the video, and it's Johnny from Johnny Watson Gaming, and we've become good mates now.
Alright.
We chat. Thankfully, he gets my humour and knows I'm taking the mick when I'm messaging him.
Go for that.
Most of people are like, no. So yeah, massive shout out to Johnny there. And then the boat, I gotta love them. They've started off really rough, and they're really coming to their own now. Unpainted models. Just polystyrene hills, and I love them for the rawness of it. And it's the guys from Dice Hammer. When they started, it's like, so that's your gargoyles, but that's just 6 wings. And they just carried on. They just don't care. And it's just great. Yeah, it's just brilliant. And then they've met up with another guy in Germany who ended up living down the road, and he's 3D printing terrain for them. They're painting it, and they're fighting. They're getting painted models from Josh from Crown of Command and that. And it's just coming together lovely for them, and I'm so happy for them.
No idea.
But when they started, it's like brilliant. And then Life or Die, obviously, best channel there for Space Hulk, and they do some fantastic stuff for Epic as well, which I know we're going to get into. But at the moment, if you want to see some serious Epic stuff, you got to check out Josh from Crown of Command, or check out Life or Die. Now again, because you don't like social media, I've been chatting to him and this, that and the other as well. Someone's got it. Right, bittersweet this one. He's been a friend of the channel from the start, and we've been quite supportive of him. But sadly, he feels he's had to give up for a minute, and that's Kitchen Wargamers.
Yeah.
So I'm really gutted about that, because I enjoyed his content with his bolt action stuff. Kitchen, if you ever watch this, I think sadly you might have spread yourself too thin, but then I know you can't get your mates together as well, and your working hours is not good for you. But I think you'll be back, and I think you should keep the name Kitchen Wargamers as well, because you've built up a following there, and we love what you do. So yeah, get back in, get some videos out. But yeah, thank you for supporting the channel as well. And he sent us some stuff, sent you those walls?
Yes, he did. Yeah, actually, I've got to get this painted.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
There's a couple of things I need to get painted to say thanks to a couple of people.
So the other things is from a boat action point of view, because a lot of that is second ed, isn't it, really? So Kitchen Wargames, boat action, Schola Progenium, I like watching them. When they're having a battle and they're going off one, it reminds me of us too. Shaky cameras, swearing, banter and that. So I do like Schola Progenium. And he fields some weird armies as well, and yet still wins. He's got quite the tactical mind.
Oh, not me then.
So yeah, we would not last 5 minutes against him. And then of course you got to do Ministry Miniatures.
Yeah.
They absolutely fantastic. Brilliant terrain, lovely painted models, historical battles, proper historical battles. They actually run down the history of the battle and then try and recreate it. He's managed to get some sponsorships. He's just mate, brilliant.
Well,
absolutely brilliant. Well done miniatures.
What I like for bulk painting bulk action is Sonic Sledgehammer.
Oh, how I paint things.
Yeah.
No, yeah. What have we got him written down?
I did.
I'm going to quickly write him down.
I did that vision. The reason
Sonic
I liked
the
him,
Hedgehog.
because when I was doing, when I was doing all my bulk action stuff, I would look up his, how he did it.
Yeah, I did.
And I went, oh, that's really, and I would literally make note of the paints he uses and get those paints if I could to do it. The way he did it made me, I could get an army on the table really quickly.
Yeah.
So then it's done, it's playable. It's not like, 6 months later I'm still painting.
Well, like me.
Yeah, half an army kind of thing.
Like me.
Yeah.
That was a dig, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Took you 5 years to do a Harlequin.
But I liked watching his because it was like brilliant. I could do that, and he was good because you go, I'm just going to use contrast. Because he goes, some people can't get all these things, and you get Citadel, so I'm going to do a Citadel paint and it really went brilliant. I'm just going to shop that, please, that.
Yeah.
Bang, off I go, and I could knock him out really quickly. But yeah, I really liked his watching his.
I like watching him, and he's quite calm about it as well.
Yeah.
Which I find it's like Duncan Rhodes when you're watching him. It's calm, and you're thinking, well, if he could do it, and it calms you down, and I think, I'll just tickle that model and feather it and just do that. Then that's great.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's so Sonic is quite good. Ministry of Miniatures. So for me, Bolt Action was sadly Kitchen War Gamers, Skoda Progenium, and Ministry of Miniatures. I do want to get back into watching them. I think he's an American guy called Over the Top, and he'd done a fantastic, and the boards looked amazing. A fantastic, the Battle in Russia, the Russian missions.
Oh yeah.
They looked great, but every one of them was just over about 2 hours, 2.5 hours long.
See, I don't mind that.
Depends on your mood, really, innit? This is my big help is thinking they should be shorter, like 90 minutes tops. But sometimes we get away with 2 hours.
Because I like when I sit down and do some painting, and then I can just put something on,
and you leave it.
I leave it, and I don't have to go keep chasing for finding something else to watch.
Right. So other ones is got to thank Andy Chambers, friend of the channel. He won't watch it tomorrow. I want to say thanks to Tom from Exploding 8 for coming and helping us doing battle reports. So go and watch him, Exploding 8. Simon from Battle Bunker. So Simon's taken up the gauntlet of trying to produce some more second-ed stuff, and he will do when he can get together with his mate, because with the school holidays they can do that. So he's going to be looking to try out some more channel stuff. So Simon, thanks for coming out and helping out with some of the battle reports. And Chris, I'm going to get this wrong. I'm sure it's called War Games, Soldiers and Strategy from a magazine. Chris is a good laugh.
Yeah, really nice bloke.
Yeah.
Really nice bloke. Yeah. He's kicking your ass, and you see him
with a smile.
Yeah, and you see him.
Thanks, Chris. Oh no, your tanks. Boom, boom, boom. What tanks, Chris?
He does it. It's such a nice way.
Yeah. So we're going to get those free Musketeers back at one point on the channel.
It's like the other day when I went to the Extra show. There was Chris buying more models. I went, Chris, you don't need more models, mate.
He doesn't.
He was buying more models. Oh.
So then you've got Miniscape. So I've started interacting a bit more with Miniscape, and I've helped him out by sending him some photos of certain articles that he needed for his channel. He's kindly put a text up while the video's up, and he's thanked us and put a link to the channel, and we did get some subscribers from that. But if you're watching this Miniscape, it's Rich and Chase's channel, because you're not social out there, are you? So he keeps saying, "Oh, it's Rich's channel." It's not. It's Rich and Chase. And the last one, because he's got to come back from a 2-month hiatus, is Ed from Minisodes. We mock it, but very heavily edited battle reports. But it's paid his dues because it's getting him lots of hits. It's something you can watch within about 20 minutes. Lovely painted models and that, and he's got the voice for narrative. Yeah, really, when he does it, and so that's it. So,
the one I've been watching lately is Old Demon.
Have I watched that?
He's
I'm
quite
not
funny,
sure if I
mate.
have.
Yeah, he's quite
You
funny.
suggested this last week.
Yeah, he does a lot of old second edition stuff and stuff like that. He's quite funny, yeah.
I do apologise if I've missed anybody out. Of course. And now my and.
Yes.
My and.
Someone very important.
Someone very important, and we do love him.
Yep.
And I'd like to thank, or we would like to thank, Danny.
Yes.
Danny's like, oh, what the bloody hell mentioned me? Well, you're my aunt, so shut your face.
Danny basically got in contact with Rich.
Yeah. Well, not you, is it?
Ain't me. No. Mine was withheld. And for sponsoring us.
Yes.
And he was basically going to, for people he worked for, and they did. And Danny says, "Oh, okay, I'm going to paint your models for you anyway."
Yeah. So Danny set his own.
He did.
channel.
Yeah.
So Danny, thanks ever so much for painting our models. I know you're desperately trying to finish them for us, and we keep telling you, no, don't rush it. Get your own stuff and commissions done.
Yes.
So if you want to see anything that Danny's painted for us, I know he done one of your Legion of the Damned, dude.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful.
And my Hive Tyrant. Oh my god.
That's on my shelf and right up there.
Yeah. So he's done a few. He's done a Blood Angel Army with us, which we are going to start bringing into the channel. And because I've been told off enough to pick my epic, because we were going to do the Battle of Armageddon sort of thing, I think we'll have to do a couple of battles, try and set up our own scenarios with that Blood Angel force.
Oh yeah.
Just so we can show off Danny's stuff. So go and check out his channel, Nostalgia Hammer Hobbies, for watching him paint stuff and some commission stuff, because he does some real Rogue Trader-esque squats. Oh my god, did you see that? Oh, yeah, they look really good. And then obviously if you want a commission off him, go and check out his website called Cauldron of Paint. And there's links in all the videos that I put up. Well, there should be. If it's not, Danny reminds me.
You watch. I mean, if you're just worried about second edition, don't, because if you go onto his site and you see some of his other stuff,
he'll do everything. I think I might wind him up one day and say, "Hey, Danny, paint us some bow action."
I mean,
we're not. We'll probably throw epic at you more.
Some of his newer Games Workshop stuff and that. They're beautiful.
My God,
I mean, they're really nice.
That elven stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And but when he does his second edition, it's second edition. He doesn't like his highlighting that much.
Yeah, he likes to keep it at tabletop standard from a 6 foot rule. Jesus Christ. But that was my hand to thank Danny. A massive thank you to Danny.
The latest one he's put up is the Chaos one.
Oh,
where he's done
the
tendrils.
Tentacles.
Coming out from the white door. And they look really nice.
He didn't like the first one he did.
No.
But that octopus one he did with the over the gun, that looked bloody brilliant. Yeah. And I get what he's feeling, because the tentacles, the all of them wrapped up together, they went a little bit flat on it.
Yeah, I
think he needed to make them even thinner. But he knows.
But when he painted it,
it looked really good.
Oh, yeah,
they're really good. So those are our thanks to everybody for your support, and of course we can't say thank you without saying thank you to the members.
Yes,
those members that have actually paid a little subscription once a month. And we always say to people, you can just be a member for a month just to support the channel, and then cancel it. Yeah, it's fine. We did start off by doing members only stuff, but we couldn't help ourselves. We made it public in the end.
Yeah, and we don't get enough time really to
get together,
do that extra stuff. But
so we do apologise, members. So if you want to cancel your membership, get it. I understand.
But one thing that's allowed us, because you guys have been watching us and stuff like that, and we've built up a little community.
No, we have done, really.
It's allowed us then to do Bunker Assault.
Yes.
Where Rich came up with the idea, because he copied someone else. He goes, "What do you think about it?"
Oh, ouch!
He did.
Yeah, this guy's in Australia.
Yeah.
I was like, Jay!
He thought I would say no. I went, yeah, right. So that allowed us to do that. And then, of course, everybody came down and we had a brilliant time. And everybody literally turned around and says, "When's the next one?" And went, okay.
So it was only a 30th anniversary.
Yeah, so then we did another one. So we got to say thanks to all the guys who came down every year for that, because that really made.
And without being big-headed, I think what we done spawned the other two events, or inspired possibly, because you got Overwatch, which we went to, which was
good
very
fun.
brilliant.
Yeah.
And then you got Jam, which sadly we couldn't get to, which by the looks of it, everybody had a fantastic time.
Yeah.
So it's all about getting together and playing 40k second ed. The craziest of all the editions.
Yeah, and we're doing it again this year.
Yeah, for our sins, which is great.
But yeah, if it were not funny, if it weren't for you guys watching the channel, we probably wouldn't have done it.
Well, we thought we'd only get 20 members, 20 subscribers.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a slow burn. There's some people going like that. Well, we just slowly crept on. And we're happy with that because we hardly ever get any negative comments.
Do we get any negative ones?
No.
That's because they know
hardly any. We do get criticisms, as in you've done that wrong, which is fine. We love that.
We know they can do that wrong.
Yeah, of course we are. And you know we do, because you know what we're like.
Yeah.
We're old men and we forget stuff.
Yeah, we get too excited.
Yeah, definitely.
Actually, I think we got something wrong with the last game.
What's that?
Blast markers. I think blast markers still scattering second and third. If you miss.
Well, they might do. Oh well. You won anyway. Just. Bloody Chapman. Right, so hang on a minute.
Don't do this at home, kids.
Right, okay, so I was told, yeah, we got a 5, Dad. Yeah, we got a 5, Dad. We got a 5 for your cake, Dad, to say happy 5th birthday for the channel. It's probably an elf flat 5, to be fair. Now, I know this is mirrored back to front, whatever. So, yeah, look at that. A nice, glittery, bloody... Actually, if I'd done it that way, would that be the right way? No, there we go. That's better. No glitzy, pinky stuff here. Do you want to blow it out? Oh, there we go. Yay, it's another 5 years. So this cake, it says serve 12. Well, we're just gonna rub out that one, and Jason and I are gonna eat the lot. Per serving, 350 calories. Yeah, best we don't.
Why do you read them?
If we don't cut that, that's one piece.
Hang on, was it how many calories per slice?
350.
But if you cut it in half, that's only 350 then.
That's a slice.
Yeah.
That's right.
Didn't see how big the slice was.
That's right, no I didn't.
Yeah, there you go.
I think it does. But I'm not going to look now. I don't need that negativity in my life.
It's like if you don't cut it at all, that's just one slice.
That's 350 calories. Well, we're not going to make you watch us eat cake.
That's a different channel.
That's only cakes.
So Dunkin' Biscuits.
Yeah, we're making a fortune with that channel. Tea bags. Oh no, my daughter will give me grief for mentioning it. Right, we better go because we've been waffling on for 28 minutes. But again, thank you everybody for watching. I mean, if all our members liked the video just to watch it, you know, we get like 3,000 odd views. That'd be nice. Still 1,500 were scraping by on you buggers. But no, that's been good. It's been a good laugh.
Yeah, it has.
It has been a good laugh. I can't believe that I turned around to you one day and said, let's do it. And you said yes, and we're here now. And this year we're going to hold our 3rd Bunker Assault event. Yeah. We've been away gaming to another event. We've managed to chat to Andy Chambers.
Yeah.
I mean, and we interact with Johnny, a couple of times, and with Johnny and Josh when, you know, linking them.
Yeah. Got a sponsor for painting.
Yeah, it's been it's been great, and it's been a lot of fun.
It has, yeah, and that's
been a lot. Of fun.
That's the biggest thing for us. We always said that if it got like a job,
we took the fun out of it.
We wouldn't have done it, but because it's always a good laugh, and seeing the comments people put up, I do actually read the comments. I just don't reply. Seeing all those, it's nice. It is good. It makes it. Oh, that's just funny. Oh, I love that. Yeah.
And another thing, you other good idea you had, which I wasn't too wasn't sure about, and I always said I was just do it for half hour, and it's built up to an hour. It's a live chat.
Yeah, because they're funny.
They are funny, and especially when people interact and take a piss.
Yeah, but it's nice because you, like I say, you can build up a nice community, and down. I mean, there is a community down here this way for gaming, but we're right down here, so you can't go away unless you've got to really travel to really mix in that. That was the one thing, was Bunker Assault was so nice. People came down, and it was just so friendly. And it was just like, oh yeah, you could just have chats and then and all that. Like, it was a nice.
But we thought that was a one-off, and when people said you're going to do it again, we're like, okay.
Yeah.
And again and again, and we'll keep doing it until you don't want us to.
Yeah, pretty much.
And even if we were to stop filming, we'd still be gaming, so we might as well carry on filming. God, next time we do this in 5 years, for 10 years, imagine how old we're gonna look. We're like, is it on?
Take your pills.
Take your pills. I can't have that cake now. I'm lactose intolerant. I've finished the Harlequin. We're going to bring Effie to the channel.
We would have been a Simba then.
Yeah, we'll think 28mm is epic because our eyesight's so bad. Let's just glue them onto the faces. Would need a 6-foot rule because you couldn't see more than 3 foot anyway. Right, we're going to go. Thanks for your support, guys.